What is up with it? Today we are going to be watching a game from Noel's stream. I was interested in knowing um, what Noel has been cooking. I know he is someone who has really pioneered Shanks in a lot of ways for the East, and the West has certainly taken a lot of inspiration from him. Um, so just wanted to see how he plays the deck. If there's anything different he does, you're going to be able to see his face just right there. Um, looks like he's playing Uta in this list. I believe that is something that I haven't seen in the lists he's posted on Twitter. Um, Noel's a great player. I did have to use my Prime sub to watch this VOD. Um, which is a little bit annoying, but I genuinely wasn't going to use it anyway, so it's fine. I'm not a huge fan of when content creators do that sort of thing, to be honest. But Noel's channel, his content, he ended up getting like the $3 from my Prime sub, so I mean it worked out for him. I'm not sure who won the rock paper scissors here. Um, it does look like Noel, like um, he mulliganed. And also he went first, which makes me believe that he probably won the rock paper scissors. He's leaving up two Dawn here, I believe, to represent the Red Hawk. But it looks like his build is maybe a build that's not running the Red Hawk. I mean, there's the Lucky Roo in there, there's the Newgate in there. This might be something more similar to Mangley's list that won the Treasure Cup. Um, but of course, your opponent doesn't know that. So, never a bad idea just to represent the Red Hawk there. Playing the Lucky Roo. Looks like we're seeing the 7 Sanji on 7. I've seen in my personal play testing recently on ladder, I've seen a lot more of that card. People seem to really be liking it. Um, I can see why. It can answer a lot of annoying issues. Like you can rest to teach versus Dofi, and then leader swing into the teach, and then the Sanji gets to swing into the thing they played off teach. Have to imagine we're gonna give a 1K here. In this exact situation, he didn't actually deal with the Lucky Room. We are already at 3 life though, which as the Shanks player, I don't think is exactly where you want to be. This new gate also doesn't have anything to pop. I haven't tested the new gate very much. I haven't tested Shanks very much at all, the full disclosure. Um, but I feel like there's probably a fairly decent number of positions like this where you end up playing this new gate and it's just an awful vanilla the turn you play it. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments if anyone has tested it and they really like it. But you're not Marco. You don't have the free reduction. So if your opponent just doesn't have a 5K on board, I have to imagine we want to counter. Okay, and then we'll block maybe the Sanji or something bigger, and then we'll KO the Zoro then. I have to imagine we'll leader effect 1K this, and then we plan to block the Sanji, but maybe he thinks his opponent is representing the 9 Luffy, in which case we don't really have the 2 2Ks to counter out of the 7 anyways. Like leader effect and counter out of the 7, and then not leader effect on the Luffy swing, and then block the 9 drop Luffy swing. Excuse me. Have what I think is a little bit of a cold developing. Yep, that Lucky Roo getting decent value this game, I would say. But I don't feel like we're in an amazing position as the Shanks, to be honest. Thinking about what to grab here, he could either grab the Beckman, which I don't really think is too great, or we could go ahead and grab the White Snake. The Beckman trashes, I think, a 6,000 power. So nothing we can get rid of at the moment. We do still have 8 Dawn, so we can definitely still play the dragon. I guess he's maybe thinking about the odds that he dies next turn, is maybe what he's thinking about. If he needs the counter off of the search. Definitely feels like a very favorable position for the Luffy, in my opinion. Which I do believe this matchup is supposed to be Luffy favored. And I also think that Noel hasn't really seen anything that's helping him. The 10 Shanks is obviously a phenomenal card, but if you're not able to be at a healthy life total by the time that you're at 10 Dawn, the card is just a dead brick that you'll never get to play. It's not like a lot of 10 drops. A lot of 10 drops have a lot of defensive value. If you think about 10 drop Dofi, freezing 3 characters. If you think about 10 drop Kaido, drawing you 4 cards, 10 drop Ace, which heals you. All of these things have a lot of defensive value. Whereas Shanks, the leader itself and its cards earlier in the game have a lot of defensive value. Whereas the 10 drop Shanks itself does technically have some defensive value in the minus 1,000, and then the rush can swing into something, but it's pretty small defensive value. Okay, so we're going for the KO. We're going for the KO on the Luffy. We just spent a lot of Dawn doing that. So I have to imagine we're gonna be a bit worried if the Luffy just drops a second one. That would be really annoying for us. But the Luffy normally only plays 2 anyways. Excuse me. Yeah. And this Luffy has no idea that if he just swings 5, it gets through. He might swing into the Hongoro, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Depending on how the Luffy plays this, honestly, it's crazy, but this game is still winnable for Noel. Like if the Luffy, swings into the Hongoro and then plays something here that doesn't significantly impact the game, it's still winnable for Noel. Though he's definitely in a pretty disadvantageous position. Yep, exactly what we needed. Another 10 drop brick. This is a big part of the reason why I have little to no interest in playing Shanks. I feel like situations like this where it just looks really ugly happen, with decent frequency. What is Noel gonna do if he just swings at life twice this next turn, does 2 damage and puts Noel to 0? He's gonna be forced to go for the kill, which, if the Luffy has Gum Gums, or wow, this is crazy that he is Gum Gumming out of this. This is crazy. Maybe he's just going for the kill this turn. What is happening? I mean, countering out of that 12 makes me think that the Luffy player is going for game. I think that's what's happening here. And Noel is sick because all he needs is a single 2K to live, and he did not have one. And you have to imagine that this next swing is going to be bigger. Oh, maybe it won't be. If it's not bigger than 7, then Noel can for sure live here. Oh, it's 8. Nasty work. Nasty work. Okay, he's going 9. Yeah, Noel just dies. Yep. Yep. And that is an example of why I personally do not like Shanks. I feel like that sort of game is not particularly uncommon in my opinion. Like, I don't even think the Luffy high rolled the Shanks at all. Didn't do anything that was crazy. You know, he didn't go like Luffy Taro. You know, I don't know. I, me personally, not a huge fan of Shanks, but obviously Noel disagrees. I guess we'll take a look at the Shanks list he was just playing real quick. Um, this is not the list he was playing just now. Okay, well, that's all I really have to say about that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.